Hey gang, Bison here. Today I'd like to take a look at the Grylls fire starter. I know this has been out for a couple years now. I did buy it when it first came out, a little over 2 years ago, whenever it was. At the time it was about $20 to $24. You can find them for 15 or 16 bucks on Amazon now. And these I actually found at Dick's Sporting Goods here in New York they were on clearance for, I think they were $7.99 each, so I grabbed a couple. And my buddy Chris will be receiving this probably Friday. I'm going to bring this to the mail as soon as I'm done with this video. He doesn't have one, so I'm going to send him one. I got a couple of them for cheap. And he'll have it, and he'll be happy, and I'll be happy. But just to take a look at the packaging, there's Bear, semi-dirty face. Comes with a priority survival guide. Whistle with a little lanyard. This one is probably newer. It seems to have a serial number. I don't recall mine having one. You know, the original run may not have, but we'll take a look at mine in a second. On the back here we have compact fire starter with ferrocerium rod and metal striker, lanyard to keep product secure and together, emergency whistle integrated into lanyard cord, waterproof storage compartment for tinder, land-to-air rescue instructions and SOS, priority of survival pocket guide, contains Bear's survival essentials. So cool. So we're going to put this aside, and I'll box this up in a few and send it to Chris. Today is Tuesday, and he'll have it by Friday afternoon. So this is my original one here. Probably I want to say I bought this maybe May of 2011, somewhere in that department. I only used it twice, just demoing it, and in using it twice, well, my buddy here did some scraping because he really thought you had to go crazy, but you don't. You can see that the Gerber, the paint has worn off just from holding it. And when I say we were holding it, it was only really for a couple minutes on 2 different occasions. And other than that, it kind of just sat in my Osprey hiking bag. You can see our air rescue signal stuff here, which is wearing off. An SOS Morse code on this side, which is wearing. On this side is the symbol for help. And there's another symbol hard to make out. You can see it fresh on the package here. This one says don't need help, and the other one says yes, I need help. One's an N, one is a Y. There's our BG, worn out, paint worn off. The top portion here, where the lanyard goes through, where it says Gerber, is a cap. The cap comes off, and inside it comes with a couple pieces of those cotton ball tinders. These ones do not feel like they're treated with wax. I should probably do that and then put them back in. I know the ones you buy from the other companies come treated, like the outdoor rescue kits or the salt kits. Pretty much need to keep these in line so the lanyard goes straight across, and you can just hold it and pull this tight or whatever you want. I think it's kind of silly. It's mainly really good for keeping the 2 ends together in case you drop them. You're not going to drop one piece and lose it. It's all going to be together. And here's your whistle. Same whistle that comes in all the survival knives. It's good to have, not that great. Opening it up just pulls apart. There's a little rubber seal here. It is not waterproof, but it just kind of keeps moisture out. Here's your striker portion. Here's your ferro rod. As you can see, we did beat it up. We really only used this like twice. My buddy was like striking like a psycho when I tried to explain to him, no, you have to pull it back. You don't scrape, but whatever, he learned. So I just want to try it today, starting a quick fire. I have one of those fire blocks here, Now, I'm only using this because last night's on Bear Grylls Get Out Alive, they were trying to start fires with a bunch of these blocks, and there were 6 of them, and they were all trying to start a fire with the Ultimate Survival Pro with this still in its packaging. Now, this is a different packaging. The packaging there was like a cellophane wrapper, but like, you know, at the end, Bear showed them, you know, to break it up and take it out of the packaging, and it took them 11 seconds to start it, and they were at it for a long time. Eventually, it had success, but it was miserable. So let's take her out of the packaging. And, you know, guys, what really disappointed me was the fact that there was like 6 of them trying to start a fire, and no one thought to take out of the package. I understand that when you're in a survival situation, you're not thinking clearly, and you're exhausted, and you're tired, and what have you, but out of 6 people, somebody should have shown some signs of life, for Christ's sake. Anyway, so what you want to do is just kind of cut it, kind of just break it up a little bit, so you get a couple pieces here. And this would honestly go in between like your tinder bundle if you don't have the pot for this. If you could use this to help you start a fire and not just cook a cup, you would break it up and mix your tinder in. You don't have to use the whole thing. I don't want to waste it, but we'll try starting it with this guy right here. Alright, it is started. It's hard to see in the camera, but there is a flame there. Sorry it took a bit. It was very windy and people were watching, and I had to pause it a couple times. But it does work, and there we have it. Alright gang, the Bear Grylls fire starter. Go check it out. Bison out.